Chuck got in his cardio for the month.
Hey, Shaq, would you tell Aaron Saunders what you saw me doing today when you came to my hotel?
He had a triple leather, and he was doing cardio.
Thank you.
What kind of cardio?
I was on the bike. Aaron
like
Saunders.
Oh, yo, level 1 on the bike.
No.
Not run on the bike.
And
Get on the
NBA
bike with
TV,
audio
by the
raw.
way.
Get on the bike with audio raw.
Thank you. I had a full leather.
Yeah, but
brother.
on what?
NBA TV is bringing you the postseason like no one else can. From pregame to postgame, NBA TV, your home around the clock for playoff analysis, highlights, and commentary all postseason long. Coverage of the 2019 NBA playoffs lives on NBA TV. Now, folks, we rarely have a medical segment on this show, but in Joel Embiid's case, we'll make an exception. You see, there are any number of maladies which contain the suffix itis. During these playoffs, he's had left knee tendonitis, he's had gastroenteritis, and heading into Game 5 Tuesday night, well, it could have been sinusitis or rhinitis or nasopharyngitis, all of which fall under the category of upper respiratory infection. And now the Sixers as a team are battling Toronto Raptoritis.
Or Kawhi
Symptoms
Leonarditis.
include a rash of fast break points, a sudden urge to turn the ball over, and a mysterious desire to read a stat sheet when you're being blown out. We go to the highlights from Toronto.
Ernie, if you wrote that, that was award-winning.
That was.
Right.
Wow.
Of course, write
You know
my
what?
own material.
Wow.
Of course.
Hello, friends.
Hey, the doc in the house. Get a jersey.
Well, Doc, you didn't do a good job on Embiid.
Very early on,
Boy, that's
surge
a,
of
Oh,
hockey.
wow, sir.
That's exactly why we play basketball and not box.
Three
America.
stitches in the forehead for surge.
One punch, he was out.
Pascal Siakam bouncing back after a tough game
nice
4. There's Embiid.
That is a nice move.
So it's 23-21 game.
This is better moves.
Sixers turned it over 19 times, leading to 31 points.
I got to tell you something. I'm really disappointed in my 76ers.
Kawhi.
Oh,
Come on, man. Listen, I know Jail.
change your pace, Euro step. You saw that, kid?
Yes.
I know Jail does not feel well, but you got 4 other guys out there who supposed they get checks too.
There's Kyle Lowry.
Man, feel free to stop the ball.
33-7 fast break points for Toronto in the game. Siakam had 25.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
64-43 at the half. And the Raptors
Like John Starks on Horace Grant.
would continue
Ben Simmons,
to pour it on.
my man had another triple single tonight.
Danny Green for 3.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Series high 17 for Danny Green. Philly's going to turn that one over again.
Shaq, he's averaging a triple single.
Siakam again. And then finish it off with Kawhi Leonard. Doing what Kawhi Leonard does.
Ooh, don't jump if you're sick.
Wow.
It's a 125-89 win, and still time to check the stat sheet before this is
Possibly
wrapped
could
up.
you look at that stat sheet for when you lose by 30.
Raptors now
In the middle.
7-1 when they allow under 100 points, and 3-1 in this series. And their largest margin of victory in a playoff game, 36, as they win this one going away. So what is the Philadelphia mindset now?
I know what he was saying.
I mean, hell, if I was a coach, I wouldn't even show the film. Just move on. We got our ass kicked. Simple as that. No other way to put it. We know what we have to do, and so we got to go do it at home.
Nobody's walking out of here, woe is me. I promise you that. We have a prideful team. We have a team that had a poor performance tonight, but nobody's walking out of here thinking anything else, but we're excited to go back to Philadelphia and find a way to win.
You know, can't control my physical condition, but I can also control how much I push myself, and I try to do that. But I just gotta do more.
He's trying to play for us. He's trying to get out of bed with a significant temperature and come represent the organization. I think it's grossly unfair, some of the criticism that he gets. I don't understand that. It's not ideal. I wished he was at practice, and I wished he was in some film sessions, but he's sick.
Okay, so Redick and Simmons in Game 5 combining for 10 points.
Oh my gosh.
Green and Lowry, 36.
Wow.
And
But that's the point I want to make. Joel Embiid he's sick. I understand that, but I do agree with Shaq. If you're out there, you got to play. You can't play bad and say I don't feel well. But man, Jimmy Butler, J.J. Redick, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, they getting the skate. They're getting a hall pass. I mean, they haven't shown up. And let's say, hey, the big fella's sick. I never question a guy. If a guy say he's sick, he got sick. But those other guys, man, they're doing absolutely nothing.
I agree with Chuck, but in this league, in this society, when you're deemed as a great player, nobody cares if you're sick. So you just got to go out there and play. You have to perform. A lot of people have had great performances being sick. If you're going to be out there, represent. If you can't represent, you can't represent. But you know, we don't want to hear excuses. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but nobody cares. And, you know, people, when they're deemed superstars, they have to understand that.
And credit Toronto's defense has been outstanding throughout the playoffs. Here's a Philadelphia team that scored 115 in the regular season, scored 122 a game in the first round. They're being held to 98 by the Toronto Raptors. So you got the Kawhi thing going on, you got the Siakam thing going on, you got the defensive blanket they're throwing on them. This is a tough matchup for Philly right now.
Yeah, I agree, Ernie. And here is what happened. This is what Charles is, I think, also. He doesn't probably see it, or maybe even Shaq doesn't see it because they've been the guy. So I've been with the other guys around the guy. I've been that person. So I'm going to tell you from that perspective. So when Siakam says he's hurt, then as a team, he got pulled through the hole, meaning they won the game and he didn't play well, so no one said anything. No one said Siakam only shot 2 for 10. He didn't play well. He didn't do anything. They pulled him through the hole. Kyle Lowry came in and stepped up, had his best game as a Raptor in the playoffs this year. Today, Joel Embiid is sick. As a team, these are the games you got to pull them through the hole. So then people forget about it. When Akeem Olajuwon has had games in the finals and in the regular season and in the playoffs, well, he might have played average or below average. But Mario Elie, Sam Cassell, Robert Horry, Shaq.
Say, we got you.
We pulled them through the hole sometimes. They need you to have a big game so they can, because even when they're healthy, they don't have great games all the time. Kevin Johnson pulled you through the hole. Dan Marley, and then you come back for 3-4 games in a row and get 30.
But that's what I said about, like, these guys.
That's why I said I'm alluding to what you were saying.
Brett spent his whole time talking about Embiid and give him credit for playing. Like, you know, them other guys get checks too. I mean, Tobias Harris is a heck of a player. We were talking about him making the All-Star team. He's got to pick it up. Ben Simmons, he's not in double figures.
Why is he only taking 5 shots?
Because he can't shoot.
But he can get to the hole?
Hey, he's not. He hasn't been in double figures these games, Shaq.
And we said this before the series, Shaq.
He's had 14 a game. He's had 10.
He has not played well.
He has not had a great
Toronto.
He's not had a solid.
But I'm just saying the last 2 games.
No, that was the series. In the regular season, he has not played well against Toronto.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in this series, he's had back-to-back triple singles.
Right, and
that's not going to get it done.
That's not going to get it for a guy who has the ability.
And J.J. Redick got to step up too.
No question.
Everybody's got to step up when you're big.
Got to pull him through the hole sometime.
125-89. The final, and Game 6 Thursday in Philly, trying to force it back to Toronto for a Game 7 on Sunday. Wells Fargo and Bleacher Report bring you playoff diaries, a series that gives fans control to ask Kenneth Fareed questions they want the answers to. Here's a look at episode 4, also available on the BR app.
It's crazy to watch James, the player he is, you know, MVP candidate, MVP last year. He showed why he should be the MVP this year. beginning of the game, you know, everybody's legs is kind of fresh. Iguodala and Clint head-to-head. He had a clear path, but Clint comes out of nowhere, two-hand block, bring it down. You know, CC, you know how that goes, CC. Guys was hitting shots. Shump was able to come in, make a huge impact. Nene was able to come in, make an impact. Gordon got it going really early, and that was just lights out. Playing with Chris and James, I've learned a lot. How vocal you got to be, especially with Chris. It's just amazing to watch him read the court and tell everybody else on the court what to do. And James, he knows what it takes to win games and to win in the playoffs, so he's just being more vocal and more of a dominant player.
This is Jerry.